saving money is one of the best way to go broke. Here is why. Before we get going, if you like this video or any of my videos, don't forget to hit the like button below, subscribe to my channel for more amazing tutorials, and I would appreciate if you could share this video so that you would help us with the algorithm for YouTube to push our videos up there to more people who would be interested in content like this. So basically, saving money is one of the fastest way to go broke. Let me explain to you why, because I've got so many people approaching me, oh, I want to save about 2-3 years and then basically I start my property investment journey, or I start a new business. I understand, I really get that. But 2 years savings really is not a good idea. I'm going to explain that to you, right? Because number one is because if you save that money in the bank, put it in the bank, what does that tell the bank is basically you do not know what to do with the money. So what the bank does basically, they will use your money, right? They will use your money to like investors like ourselves. Basically, we then get the money, use it, and obviously give the bank a return on their investment. And guess what? The bank does nothing with your money, right? They literally pay you peanuts in terms of them using your money. So in instance, if you keep your money in a current account, for example, you don't even get interest on it, neither do you make anything out of it. Guess what? They will charge you even for kind of holding that money into that account. So again, if you're saving your money, what you're telling the bank is basically you do not know what to do with it, so they will make that money work a lot harder. The other way saving money is the best way to get you broke is basically you get almost 0% interest in your savings, right? We all know where we are right now in terms of interest rate. We all know what's happening right now. Let's say interest rate is about, let's say now if you save money in your, if you've got savings and you've got about maybe 10K there, let's say you're getting about maybe 5% in interest rate, right? If you're getting 5% interest rate on your £10,000 and inflation is at 11%, guess what? You're losing 6% on your investment, okay? So you'll be thinking, I've got that money, it's saved that, I'm getting 5%, but looking at in real term, you're making loss, because that £10,000 you used to buy something today will not buy you the same amount or the same quantity in about a year or 6 months down the line. As we all know, inflation is nearly about 12%. So if you've been saving that money since last year, your value of your money hasn't just gone down, you'd have also made loss. Because if you're getting 5%, I know the bank is not even paying you 5%, they're paying you 0.05%, less than 1%. So imagine now, if you're making that sort of return on your investment and inflation is at 11%, you would have lost nearly 10% of your value, right? Basically, just on inflation, right? If the savings or the interest payment is less than inflation, you're making loss in your investment. And guess what? The bank will be lending that money to people like us, who are paying them a higher interest rate or things like that, and they're making handsome return on their investment whilst you sat there with less than 1% on your money. So it's not a good idea to save money with the bank, or not. It's not even a good idea to even keep money. Okay, I'll give you why it is at the end of this video. Okay. Again, I've talked about inflation. Inflation would eat into your money. It would eat into your money significantly. Why? Because I just give you an example, right? If you used to buy a jug of milk, say for about 99, but last year was about 80 pence or about 89 pence, okay? Now you will not get the same 1 litre jug of milk for less than £1.10. So you can see it's gone up by about 30 pence or 40 pence already. That's more than nearly double, okay? So what that means basically, that same pound you would have had in the bank will not buy you the same milk now. Well, that means basically the price has gone up whilst your money has gone down in value. So your money has gone down in value, and guess what? You've made a massive loss in your investment. Okay. So what is the solution? The solution is basically, listen to this and write it down if you could, is to store the money and invest it. Store it and invest. Store it and invest. I'm not talking about you basically paying ridiculous amount of money or saving ridiculous amount of money. I'm talking about maybe save £3,000, invest it, save £4,000, invest it, something like that. Do not sit down saving for a very, very long time, because you're not just wasting your time, you're also wasting the money, you're also wasting the value of that money. So whatever it is, invest that money. So you can invest that money with a joint venture partner, for example. If you haven't got enough money to start your property investment journey, you can joint venture with someone on a 50-50 partnership, for example. That is a better return on your investment than letting that money sit in the account. Right? Or you could actually start your property investment as well. We've got so many strategies that you could start with, like between say £1,000 to about £5,000. So if you want to start your rent to rent or rent to service accommodation property business, you could literally start with zero, because that's what I started. If you're lucky enough to have about £2,000 or £3,000, basically you can start with that, and that would give you over 1,000% return on your investment. It's the smartest way to make money work a lot harder for you. So if you think you're saving for kind of rainy days, you're wasting your time. Invest that money. I'm not going to advise you to kind of invest money in anything else. What I would advise you, I know properties, that is what I do, and obviously I'm advising you based on my personal experience and what I've been encountering with my own investors. Don't take it as a personal advice, but it's better for me personally for me to invest in properties, because properties get me better return on investment. Why? Because I make money in two ways. If I rent the property from a landlord, it gives me better return on a cash flow, because I'll be doing that property as a rent to rent or rent to service accommodation. If I own the property, I make money in two ways. I make money from renting the properties to my to my tenant, and secondly, I make money when the property prices goes up. The beauty of it, basically, when inflation goes up, guess what? If you own a property, your property prices goes up as well. Okay, that's the beauty of it if you invest in properties. And secondly, right, guess what? If you got a loan on that property, suppose you bought the property for 100,000 and the bank lend is 75,000. If inflation has gone up, guess what? The value of the money the bank lend you would have gone down as well. Your property would have gone up in value. Guess what? You can go and remortgage that property, pull some of that money out, pay your bank, and you get some money left over. That's the beauty about property. It is literally inflation proof, and when inflation happens, also the best time to invest in properties. So my advice is basically, based on my experience, is basically do not save that money, because if you save the money, you're losing. The worst thing you could do with your money is to leave it in the bank, right? Because if you leave it there, it will be degraded in value. Not just that, you'll be losing potential joint venture partnership. You'll be losing potential investment. What the opportunity cost will be is infinity, basically. Your opportunity cost will be infinity. Imagine you've got 5,000 in the bank. You're making less than 1% interest on it. There's a potential joint venture partner to work with someone, right, who's looking to start their rent to SA or rent to service or rent to rent property, who needs £5,000, and said, you know what, I can pay you 20% interest on the £5,000, or maybe let's say they're paying you 15% on that. It's a better worth return on investment than leaving that money in the bank to degrade in value. Okay, or maybe you can get a joint venture partner who's looking for certain amount of money. If you've got that money, joint venture with them, either even if it's 75-25%, right, shares in that deal, you're still making a lot of money. If it's 50-50, it's even better. Okay, so don't let your money sit in that bank, allowing the bank to kind of use it and make lots of money out of it, whilst you, the owner of the money, is not making anything from it. So if you like this video or any of my videos, don't forget to hit the like button below, subscribe to my channel for more amazing videos. I look forward to sharing the next amazing video.